So the Midway cycle track is a two-way bicycle facility that runs down the middle of the road. If you're familiar with Cleveland, you understand the Health Line. If you can imagine the Health Line but for bicycles instead of for buses, then that's the basic concept.
So St. Clair Superior ends up being the perfect place to start the Midway project because we have really, really wide streets here. And the history of that is the history of our rail service in the area and other things. But now with 7 lanes crossing a street like Superior, you have divided neighborhoods and residents, seniors, kids who can't get from point A to point B.
Getting people to bike more when the Midway will be here, I think is a big step in getting people to venture off. And I like to tell people that, biking in the pathways, the Ohio-Erie Canal, stuff like that, the tow path, which is all great, but it's not going to get you to work. It's not going to get you to school, and you have to ride downtown sometimes to get to point A to point B to take care of business. So if there's a protected bikeway, it's just to help them feel a little bit more comfortable to getting from point A to point D, C, whatever letter they need to get to.
A place where you can get on your bike and travel in a stress-free environment with a real physical buffer, like at a minimum 3 feet of planting between you and the cars. It's a place where, I don't have grandkids yet, but when I have grandkids, I want to be able to put them on a trailer bike behind me and not feel like I'm putting them in harm's way.
The Midway is an exciting project for what we call this 8 to 80, that we create neighborhoods for people of all ages. And with more than 70,000 older adults in the city of Cleveland, and they want to age in place. They want to stay in their neighborhoods, on their blocks. And so the ability to connect neighborhoods and to give people more opportunities to stay physically active and engaged, and we celebrate that at the Department of Aging.
More and more individuals, when they're looking at where they want to live for the rest of their lives, want a car-free or car-light lifestyle. And in Cleveland, we have that opportunity here because we do have robust public transit that we're working on to improve, but this robust bicycle infrastructure is another piece of this. And the great thing about Cleveland is our streets are so wide that we're really not giving up any capacity. So it just behooves us to really put this stuff in so that we can attract talent from within the region and beyond the region. People don't know a lot about Cleveland, but when they come here, they love it. They're going to love it even more when we have this awesome Midway coming through Superior Avenue.
Yeah, I think the Midway represents a culture shift. I think it represents a culture shift in how we see the street. You have bus, you have rail, you have all of these transportation options. We're at a point now where with the Midway, it really starts to show the community and show the world, that Cleveland is really serious about the transition that's happening with respect to mode options in the 21st century.
You don't have to spend your money on gas, you don't have to have car repairs. So that's one big benefit. Another benefit is exercise. I don't bike for exercise, it's just a plus. So people see me, they're like, oh, you're losing weight. Like, oh, thanks, but I'm just biking. So if you don't think about it, it just naturally comes. Reducing your carbon footprint, you're helping out the environment by not spending money on gas and the gas going up in the air.
Well, you look at examples like the Indianapolis Cultural Trail and what it did in Indianapolis, there's an economic benefit to it. I think that people enjoy places where the quality of life is high. And when you have that type of option and choice with transportation, it equals an added value to quality of life and neighborhood choice.
If you look at just where it goes, many things in Cleveland end up west side or east side, and this is actually connecting both. And so you end up getting the full spectrum of Cleveland's cultures and ethnicities.